Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the students and staff, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us today for this special musical performance. The title of today's musical is A Bundle of Joy. It's a heartwarming story about the greatest gift from God, Jesus. Our students have dedicated countless hours of practice and teamwork to bring this story to life. So as they take the stage, please join us in showing your appreciation and encouragement. Now, without further ado, please give them a big round of applause as we welcome them to the stage.
Jesus, and he is the Son of God. His mother was Mary, and she was married to Joseph. You've probably heard of them too. Here they are now. You've probably not heard of Grumble, though. Here she is. Grumble the donkey. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Grumble the donkey was very grumpy and liked nothing better than to grumble. She had grumpy ears, a grumpy nose, and grumpy hooves. In fact, she was a whole bundle of grumbles. She had much more to grumble about than usual. You see, Mighty Caesar, who is so famous, you have definitely heard of him, had called for a census, and everyone had to travel to the place of their birth to be counted. Because I say so. From Mary and Joseph that the mountain traveling all the way to Bethlehem is also a really difficult journey. Especially for Mary, who was to have a baby. Luckily, they had a donkey. Yes, that's right. Guess who have to carry Mary all the way? Gracefully. Grumble lowered his eyes. Joseph had said that 5 times already. Grumble had aching ears, an aching nose, and aching hooves. Finally, they arrived in Bethlehem. Unfortunately, so had everyone else in the land. At least that was this felt like. Mary and Joseph were pushed and shoved, trodden on in birch paths. It was enough to make even the cheeriest donkey cross. Grumble, however, was not a cheery donkey. Make a grumble! Mary knew her baby was going to be born soon. They needed to find somewhere to stay as quickly as possible.
Do you have any room at the inn?
No, wait. No. On your way.
She had learned to spare, but she suddenly had an idea they could use his table.
I just had my 5 foot in too. Thank you.
Number didn't like the sound of table was brand new like her. The last thing she wanted was Shemesh in the nice quiet stable. And as for a crying baby, that sounded like a whole bunch of trouble.
She decided to stay outside where she could read and mum to himself and feel satisfied.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
That night in the humble little stable in Bethlehem, some shepherds watched over their flock of sheep. You might heard of them too. The sheep are being very naughty. Being naughty is one of the things the sheep are very good at, along with leaping over fences and knitting. I'm a fluffy bundle of milk.
I'm a fluffy bundle of chickeness.
I'm a fluffy bundle of naughtiness. It was bedtime and they really didn't want to go to sleep. The shepherds were terrified and fell to the ground, covering their eyes and wondering what was going to happen.
Hey, look! These care shepherds. We mean no harm.
The angel Gabriel appeared. She was God's messenger and had important news for them.
I bring you good tidings of great joy. The King is Jesus, the Son of God.
scary. They desperately wanted to see the newborn king, but they were only humble shepherds.
I am a bundle of nerves.
Me too.
My hands are shaking. My toes are trembling.
They decided that they wanted to take a gift to the newborn king, but they were only poor shepherds. What could they possibly give him? The shepherds went down to the hillside into Bethlehem and searched the stable. When they found it, they were nervous all over again.
Will the baby like us? Are we good enough to meet him?
Grumble the donkey was cross that her snooze was rudely interrupted. After a long journey, she was tired all over. Her ears were tired, her nose was tired, and her hooves were tired. She was still a bundle of grumble.
Please don't disturb my sloth. Okay, let's go in on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Traveling across the desert came one person who was far from poor and humble. He was white-skinned and had been following a star from the east for a long time.
I know lots of stuff. I know lots of stuff about lots of stuff. We are very important.
The star darkens, the following was very big. He knew that it would lead him all the way to the special baby, the Son of God. The star had stopped outside the stable.
Surely the special baby wouldn't be in the stable. Suddenly he found himself forgot. Probably because he is very important. Grumbled the donkey squalled at this next set of visitors to disturb his nose.
Who are you?
We are very important kings. What a grumpy donkey. She's a bundle of grumblers.
She looks more grumpier than my camel.
Turn Shall we know? It's better out here, to be honest.
Looking confused, and Grandma explained.
Because of the baby. She's got a plan where there's baby, there's nurse. It's a whole bundle of trouble with a capital T. I'm out of here. Hey, did you say your baby?
Looking in astonishment. It was more than like 7 yet also rather wonderful. Nobody knew quite what to do. Finally, Grandma had enough.
That's it.
They couldn't stand outside all evening. He said, why did they all going together?
Great idea.
The table was peaceful and vast in the world was a love which came from a tiny little voice singing in a manger. Oh, in their heart they knew that Jesus was a special baby. The king and shepherds suddenly realized that they had no worry or doubt left in their hearts. The king left gold, frankincense, and myrrh. The shepherd led a lamb. They all gathered around the manger to greet him, all except for one little donkey.
Grandpa, do you want to see him?
Suddenly, Grandma didn't feel quite so grumpy anymore. What was that strange sensation inside her? She tipped over to the manger, feeling shy. She peered inside and then gave a biggest, furthest donkey's grin.
Oh, wow.
The baby wasn't a bundle of trouble at all. In fact, he looked like a whole bundle of joy. All his grumble disappeared. As he looked around, she realized that everyone felt it too. They felt it in their ear, they felt it in their nose, and they felt it in their foot, feet. But most of all, they felt it where it really counts, in their heart. Everyone in that humble little stable was filled to bursting with wonder, love, and joy. And that day on, Grandma realized the true power of joyfulness, and she never ever grumbled again.
And our mic team, Kyung-hoon and